What's going on, everybody? This is Super Robot, and today we have in front of you none other than the Beast Wars Polar Claw. Now, this is one of the first Beast War toys that I got in the 90s, and he was one of my favorites. This came out, it was a Mega Class in 1996. A lot of figures from the Beast Wars would still hang around like Walmart, so I didn't get him until 98, actually, but he was still available. A lot of the early Beast Wars, like the first release Optimus Primal, Megatron, they all were still at one of the Walmarts we used to go to in North Charleston. So of course I picked this up. It's Polar Claw. I love the way he looked. Like when I saw the box art, I was like, I gotta pick him up. So what does Polar Claw do? Hardly nothing, because he's basically a lot of robot kibble. And yes, he is yellow. I've had this toy for a very long time. We're talking over 20 years. This is 20. No, I've had this over almost 20. I don't know, 22, 23 years. This is how long I had this. This is one of the few toys I did not sell when I was doing my sell-offs back in the early 2000s. I've sold my collection 4 times. I kept this. I have no idea why I kept this, except for the bat. But other than that, he's not very articulated, and the springs are just loose. As you can see here, the claw arm just it does not want to stay. And then, you know, that's sad, because like storing this thing has been a nightmare. But every now and then he pops up and his arm is just always out. So it's the spring over time. He doesn't have much articulation in beast mode other than just to sit there. Like I said before, if you don't hit that switch right when putting this back together, it just comes out, and I hate it. I'm like, it's been doing this for years. So just be wary. I might get upset during this video. So he's not going to work. He's going to stay like that. So, but yeah, he doesn't articulate at all. And you know, you want to get some measurements. Let's see if I can fix this. Yeah, we're going to talk about this in a video about mechanics and things. And I think in some ways it's probably best not to have these mechanics, because over time you just do this. So yeah, he kind of just leans down a little bit like he's about to attack. He does have spring-loaded jaw, and it can open up and you can kind of tuck it behind the arms. Other than that, his mouth is going to close, and he has these really dark fangs, man. Look at that. Let's get a measurement real quick. And then we'll compare him to some of the other vintage Beast War toys and modern Beast Wars toys that we have. So he's approximately almost 5 inches. In height, he is approximately 3. All right, let's compare him with some other Beast toys, and we just go to transformation. Here's a current one. This is Lao Convoy. Lao Convoy, that's what I call him. And then we have another vintage Beast War toy that's going to get reviewed in a few minutes, and that's Big Convoy. Now, Big Convoy should be bigger. And I was just on Godbot Scream, and I was just like, yeah, Commander class, definitely. Because, you know, this is not an elephant. It's a woolly mammoth. So there's no way in hell these two should be nowhere. The woolly mammoths were way bigger cousins than of the elephant. So the elephants are big too. So there's no way in hell they're out of scale. But I mean, this is just to show you the years of, you know, evolution from where we started to where we are. So yeah, you can see here, and yeah, he still looks good. And oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I gotta talk about him next. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and go into transformation. Let's pause for the cause. We'll be back in 2 and 2. All right, we're back by YouTube Magic. And now the comparisons, I'm not transforming the other figures because I have to transform them for a review. So we're going through these reviews quickly because I'm trying to do as many as I can before tomorrow and the weekend. So to transform him, basically you just, first things first, the feet are back here. Okay, and, you know, these unfold. And then after that, what you want to do is, and just be, like I say, I got to be careful, lift these up. These are almost like shoulder cannons. And then after that, what you want to do is unfurl these. It's something about this plastic on these toys, this vintage toys, that just, they give me the feels, man. They just give me the feels. Hasbro, man, you don't know, man. Beast Wars, I didn't like Beast Wars, but after a while, I start to respect Beast Wars. Shouts out to Zerai for screaming Beast Wars in our head until we got it. Then you lift this up, and then what you're gonna do, you can see the head here. When you lift that up, you want to lift this. It's kind of like Beast Machine's, the giant, the larger Cheetor. And then what you want to do is kind of just, no, I didn't. There we go. Had to lift that back. I tell you, man, I don't play. This sits in the bin, man. Stay forever. And yeah, there he goes in his robot mode, and he is stunning. So we're gonna show off articulation first. The arm does do a 360. There is no way swivel. Legs go out to here. Now, this is early Beast Wars, so he's not gonna do a whole lot. He's one of the few that suffers from very bad articulation because there's nothing. Yeah, he's got a thing on his back. I'm gonna pause for the cause so I can get this heat lamp to go away. Then we're gonna finish up his review and shortly back in 2 and 2. All right, looks like I'm gonna have to hold the toy. I'm not gonna be able to finish this review doing too many comparisons because he just won't stand up by itself. I'm gonna show off the gimmicks and then we're gonna wrap it up. He is approximately 6.5 inches, so he is pretty much Voyager size. To a modern Transformer, he is kind of archaic, but he has mechanization, which is a big deal. He's even bigger than Soundwave, which is crazy, right? Because I can hold him. Yeah, he's bigger than Rusty Wave. That's his name. All right. So, what are the cool features on this figure? All right. First things first. You flip these around. It's like he has cannons. Flip his back, and he gets the claw. And the claw spring loads. It comes right out. Let me back up a little bit so you can see that again. So basically what it does, it folds in, and what you're supposed to do is have these actually kind of like this. All right, and then you just go, and voila, he opens up. Very cool feature. Oh, let me back up let me lift up just a little bit. There we go. All right, now the other arm, or the other polar bear leg, he turns into a bat. Basically, you just spring load this out and he furls out, and he may stay with because he's getting balanced. And kind of like Scorponok, and they kind of did that, but it just with some little rinky dinky thing, you get this bat, and the bat does have the wings do flap, and it's spring loaded. But yeah, he turns into a little bat, and if you want to make him into, you see, and when he's in bat mode, this furrows down, so he can never look like a flying foot. He's just a bat, and I think that is freaking awesome. This playability, yes, definitely. If he was a Voyager, I surely believe Hasbro cannot, even if it's not spring loaded, they can't leave this out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure they can make a way where the claw comes out and gives him more articulation. It's just a fantastic figure. And then you could put the bird in his hand. The bat. It's not a bird, it's a bat. So you put the bat in his hand like this. I'm not sure if he had a weapon, another weapon or anything like that. I don't think he did. He just had the bat and the claw weapon. But yeah, he looks good in this mode. Definitely. Let's see if I can get a good pose. And let me make a stop. Get him in center frame, rule of thirds. All right, and we're back. That's right. I just did that because I wanted to save. I want to save this picture. Basically, yeah, one of my favorite vintage toys. Not fun to look at per se. Not fun to play with. And of course, I never knew what this did except for the eyes. I think they moved in and out. But I forgot the mutant head. There is the mutant head. That's right. And see, a lot of the Beast Wars characters had this mutant head thing going on. Let me see if I can get close enough to get him in frame. They had this mutant head thing. Now, sometimes it would be a mask they wear over like Optimus Primal, but every one of the original, I say not Japanese Beast Wars, but the regular Beast Wars had a mutant head. And if you turn it around, he's got the normal head. So yeah, final thoughts. Still a great figure for the playability and nostalgia factor. Polar Claw is one of those figures that everybody wants. We do need to get this in the United line somehow. I know it's supposed to be made and was canceled, so since we're getting Gears now, maybe we can get Polar Claw. All right, y'all. I'm going to tell you like this. If you pick this up, try to get one that's in really good condition. That's not this is mine. So I've had this so long. It's just yellow in certain parts. But try to get one that's more pristine, more newer. And also there are the repaints The one harder one to find is the Grizzly 1 Barbarian. And the closest to getting the Grizzly 1 Barbarian is Survive. If you can get Grizzly Bear Barbarian, Grizzly 1 Barbarian, you are something special, because I have always wanted that one. I had Survive in an auction twice and I lost out on each time. So, go figure. But now I'm cool with Polar Claw until, something else better comes out. So yeah, pick it up if you want. If not, don't pick it up. Either way, it's a great fun toy with all the gimmicks. This is Super Robot Ed, bringing you more news and reviews. Until then, we see you soon. Bye bye.